Hey guys, welcome in. If you're in the service industry, this is the video for you. I've been in the service industry for about 7 years and I bought a couple of different homes now, and there's a lot of different kind of guidelines that you have to follow with your income and everything being based off of tips rather than regular salary or hourly wage. So if you want to buy a house in St. Petersburg or anywhere in Florida and you're in the service industry, this is a good video for you to watch, so stay tuned and we'll walk you through it. Now, a lot of these steps are going to be similar, but there's going to be a couple different variations on a couple of the different steps that you have to take being a tipped employee. First of all is you have to have your credit score up, and just being in the service industry, I know a lot of servers and busboys and things like that don't tend to take care of their credit very well, and I've done this myself, but yeah, before you go looking for a house, build up your credit score, make sure everything's paid off. That's going to be very important for you, especially as a tipped waiter or server. They really want to make sure your credit score is in line and that the house is going to be paid off that you get the loan for. Now, determining how much you can afford is really the tricky part about being a tipped employee. Usually they take the last 2 years of someone's salary and they say that's kind of the income you're working on, but as a server you get tips, your income fluctuates a lot more, so they think that's a much more risky gamble on their part. So instead of the last 2 years, they average the last 3 years of tips of what you've made, and they make that the income that they base the loan off of. So try to report everything. I know a lot of times people report a little less than what they earn, but if you're going to buy a house, maybe just be a little honest on what you're reporting on the computer. I know it'll take more taxes out, but if you're trying to get a home, you definitely have to report your income. Next is your down payment. A lot of times you can get away with a 3% down payment, but sometimes with lenders, with people with tipped salaries, they want a little bit more. So you're gonna have to probably come up with a bigger down payment. So just keep that in mind when looking for homes, and try to put a little money aside every week to come up with that down payment. Next thing you're gonna wanna do is get pre-approved. So hold on to your pay stubs that you're getting from your employer every other week. They're gonna want at least the last 2 pay stubs currently, and they're gonna want the last 2 pay stubs of the last 2 years you've worked there, and that's what they're gonna use to calculate your tipped income. Now that you've gotten pre-approved, all your documents are submitted, it's just like everyone else buying a home. You've got to find a realtor that you trust and you're comfortable looking around homes with, and you're comfortable sharing your feedback with them. You make offers on the homes. You make sure that you can afford the payment that they have given you. You don't have to borrow everything that you're qualified for. Often I recommend you go a bit below that just to make sure you're living comfortably, but figure out what's comfortable for you and then go look at the homes. And that's how you buy a home as someone in the service industry. Make sure your credit score's up, make sure you've got a good down payment, and you're keeping your pay stubs. And for the last 2 years, you can go to your employer and they can print that out for you if you haven't kept all those in your records. If you guys have any other questions, I'd love to help you guys out. My information is down below, or leave a comment and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.